It's time to discuss the guidelines and policies for the Cloverbud program. We've already gone over the expectations of a Cloverbud leader, as well as the developmental stages of youth ages 5 to 8. The difference between the developmental stages of the younger groups as those as traditional 4-H members is one of the main reasons why we have different policies and guidelines for the Cloverbud program. So how much do you actually know? You're going to see a statement. I want you to give it a little bit of thought, whether you think it's true or false. Then we will discuss whether the statement is either true or false and why. So our first statement is, Cloverbud members should participate in a wide variety of learning experiences. Do you believe that statement is true or false? I am sure that you answered true, and you would be absolutely correct. Cloverbud should participate in a wide variety of short-term learning experiences over the course of a given year. They're not to engage in long-term course of study or in a particular project area. They may have items that they have constructed as part of a short-term learning experience, but they do not have what we would consider projects to exhibit in the same manner as a regular 4-H member would. Youth cannot have contact with large animals in a 4-H setting. Do you think that statement is true or false? You are absolutely correct. That statement is true. Cloverbud members are not to be placed in situations where they have contact with large animals, such as cattle, horses, sheep, goats, or swine. In addition, they may not have responsibility for controlling dogs of any size in a 4-H setting. Cloverbuds are not also to participate in any motorcycle, motorbike, or all-terrain vehicle projects, or any shooting sports project. Next statement. Cloverbuds are not to participate in competitive events. Do you believe this statement is true or false? And I am sure, because you are rocking it, you are absolutely correct. Cloverbuds should not participate in events where their items are going to be evaluated. They cannot receive placing ribbons, but they can definitely receive participation ribbons. And Cloverbuds may keep records or journals, but not for the purpose of competition or part of a qualifying process. Next statement. Members can share what they have learned or made in a public setting, such as a county fair. That answer is true, and you are correct again. Now, individually, the Cloverbuds can show something, or they can do it in a group, as of their Cloverbud group. Something that they have constructed or learned they can share in a public setting, such as a county fair. This can occur at a time and a place adjacent to when regular members are exhibiting their projects, but must remain separate and distinct from what regular members are doing at that time. It is not permissible in any way, shape, or form to have Pee-wee or mini 4-Hers or a Cloverbud class as part of a 4-H show. It is acceptable, however, to designate a place and a time that Cloverbuds can show and tell what they have done in their Cloverbud experience to either an audience or a designated individual. It is not so much the time or place that it is about the manner in which Cloverbud members showcase what they have learned. Next statement. Ideally, the Cloverbud experience will be in a dedicated Cloverbud club with youth of similar age. And again, you got it right. That is correct. Ideally, the clover bud experience is through a dedicated clover bud club comprised of similar aged youth. An alternative model allows for the 5 through 8-year-olds to participate in a subgroup of a regular 4-H club, but with a trained clover bud volunteer working separately with the clover bud group. They can meet at the same time as the regular club, but should not participate in project focus work alongside of the older members. In either case, it should all be led by a trained clover bud volunteer. Now, do you think clover buds may participate in community service project activities? You are doing so awesome because you are correct. Community service projects are a vital part of clover buds and regular 4-H, as long as their contributions are age appropriate and led by 4-H trained clover bud volunteer leaders. If you have any questions regarding the policies, procedures, and guidelines of the 4-H Oregon Clover Bud program that wasn't answered in this brief description or in the document that's attached at the end of this module, would you please contact your local county 4-H faculty member. Remember, we want the clover buds to play, learn, and grow together.